Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for all things beauty, hair, fashion, and lifestyle. It's your girl, Lady M here, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you some newness today, okay? I have 3 palettes with 3 looks featuring 1 look from each palette. 1 from the chocolate, 1 from the toffee, and 1 from the caramel, baby. This is the chocolate look that I have on right now. But before we get into each look with each of these palettes, if you aren't subscribed, then I need you to stop, hit that subscribe button down below. And while you're there, why not hit that notification bell? You don't want to miss out on these awesome uploads. All right, so go ahead and do that. I'll wait. I'm waiting. Go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you for subscribing. And let's get into today's video featuring the new Huda Brown Obsessions palette, shall we? Today, but I'm gonna be doing 1 look from each palette. But the first one is gonna be I don't know. I'm gonna be between these 2. I can't decide. So since I'm gonna be using Huda, I decided that I would just break out all that I have from Huda. So I have the stick foundation and I have the new matte luminous, but I have the wrong shade in the luminous. I have the peanut butter cup, but I'm gonna mix that with chocolate mousse in the stick. So I'm gonna use these 2 for my foundation today. Not sure how that's gonna look, but I do know that, and I do have the peanut butter in the stick as well, but instead of using that, I'm going to use the matte foundation. So let's get into that. I think I'm gonna go in the perimeter of my face with the chocolate mousse because I think that looks more like my color. It's just like the peanut butter, I don't know, it was like, it's supposed to be red, but I felt like it was yellow on me or something. I don't know, but I used it in the Circle Loco palette. If you haven't seen that video, I'll go ahead and link it above for you guys. So look at that, how yellow it is. I don't even know where I'm gonna use it, but I think I'm just gonna mix them together because I felt like it worked better, but I do need to get it in the chocolate mousse color. I couldn't find my Huda concealer, so I have that. I was trying to use it, but oh well, I couldn't. So I just used the next thing that I had, and so it was Dior. So just blending that out. And I did use 2 shades. I used 5 first, which is like my foundation shade. And then I went in with 4.5. So that's what I have on for concealer. And then I'm gonna go set it with my Lancome powder. You guys know that I have been loving that lately. And then once we're done with that, we'll get into the eye look. And I haven't decided yet which one I'm using, but by the time I'm done, we'll know, okay? Okay, so I'm back. My face is all done and I am ready to go with the eyes. And for the eyes, I'm going to use the Caramel Brown palette. And I chose this one because it's spring, summertime, and so these oranges and those kinds of colors are what's popping. Let me give you guys a look at the colors inside the palette. So those are the colors. You can see very warm tone kind of palette. And then I also have some swatches for you guys. And so these are the swatches, and this starting from the bottom, this is the top 3 shades, then the next row 3 shades, and then the top row. So that's the swatches. So it's kind of like a mix of metallics and shimmers. And then she also have the marble shade in here. And so if you had her other palette where she had those marble shades, so she does have a marble shade in here. So first shade I'm going in is this shade, which is, they don't have names, so we'll just say the top row. And we're gonna go in with that orange shade as our transition color. So as per the usual, we're just gonna pack that orange into the crease area. Just like that. And then we're going to blend that. And I'm always living for these kinds of shades, so. All right, so we got that. I like that. Not really doing anything else with that. And then gonna go in with the next shade. And that is going to be this shade on the bottom. So we're gonna go in with that bottom shade, the last shade on the bottom row, first row, however you describe that. So just pick that up, and that is gonna go directly underneath that first shade that we had put down. And this color is like a nice terracotta kind of color. So this is definitely like a fall vibes where, oh my gosh, that shade all over would just be like alone. You could just rock that shade in the crease or even all over the lid and just keep it moving. And I'm just gonna do a little packing of that shade on the outer V area just to kind of deepen that up a little bit. And there's this nice dark brown shade in here. Oh my God. I want to kind of put that down too, but I don't want it to get too smoky because I am known to go ham. Like, I never really intend for it to go smoky, but shit, it ended up smoky. Not my fault. And yeah, see, 3, that's like 2 shades and we're done. I kind of want to tap into that dark brown shade, but I'm not. I'm just gonna pack this shade right there in the outer V area, and then I'm gonna go in with the shimmer, guys. And I'm gonna try and use my hands because I do know that with Huda, using your hands are definitely the way to go. Vice, using a brush. You just lay it down with your hands first, and then you go in with the brush. And I cannot decide which one to use, but I'm gonna use this middle shade here on the top. Kind of looks like that. And I'm just going to, swipe that on. So it's like this burnt orange kind of look, kind of color. Just like so. Wow. See that? Man, this is definitely giving me pumpkin vibes, y'all. Nice fall colors. Pumpkin vibes, okay? And for my lower lashes, you always want to do the same things that you do on the top is what you're going to do on the bottom. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm probably going to use like a black brown eyeliner just to kind of tie everything together. So yes, I'm gonna do the other eye and then we'll be back, okay? Okay guys, so I am all done with the look. I did use the new Huda Beauty Lip Contour 2.0 in the shade Rich Brown for my lip liner. And then I went in with the Interview lipstick, and it was a little bit more on the pinky side. So I did go in with a nude, kind of peachy nude, kind of gloss on top. So I used the Fenty gloss in Honey Waffles, and that was what I used to kind of neutralize this a little bit, and I'll show you what that looks like. So that's the combo for today's lip. And that is the look, guys. Okay, so we are about to get into my second look. And for this look, I'm gonna be using the Toffee Brown palette. And I've already used this before, and I didn't think I was gonna like this because of the colors, but I actually do. And just to show you, there is proof in the pudding that I have already used this palette. So I'm going to, grab a brush, and I'm gonna start out by going into the orange shade in the top corner. So that's going to be the first shade I'm gonna put down. And I'm just going to, as per the usual, just pack that color right into my crease area. So I think the first time I did use this palette, I used like all of the shades, all of the shimmer shades, like no lie. Yeah, so this is gonna serve as my transition shade. So just going in, blending her out, and I'm gonna go into the third shade on the top, which is the darker shade, and I'm going to put that into the crease because this is just gonna help me blend that out. So I have that all over, and yeah. So now I'm going to just step down, and I'm going to put that second shade right into the crease. Right here is where I'm gonna put that second shade. Okay, so going in with the second shade, and that is going to be this shade right here on the end. And I already laid that down already on this eye. So now I'm gonna go in on the other eye with you guys. So first, you see, I'm just taking the color and just patting it directly into the crease, which I could be messy because remember, we already put the first shade down. So now I'm just going in and just buffing her out, not even applying anything else on the brush. And then the next time I'm gonna go in, and I'm going in and I am just going to concentrate the color on the outer V area. There is one darker shade in here, and I used that color on the bottom lid. So just like so, just pack that color on the outer V area. And I'm going in with my fingers because I felt like I got the best color payoff when I went in with my fingers. And that's what the shade looks like. And I'm just like, look at that. Y'all see that? Look at that. That is so pretty. And it's like a golden bronze shade. So yeah, just working that in just like that. Oh my God, do you see that color payoff? Whew, the fingers, I'm telling you. Then I'm gonna go in with the middle shade on the top row. That one is not as, you know, pigmented as the other one. And I'm just kind of putting that more in the front and then kind of like right on top of the other one. So yeah. So there, it's like right there on the cusp, but also kind of like in the front. and just kind of working it all over. So that's that one. And then I'm gonna take my brush. This is like a Beauty Bakery brush. And then I'm gonna go into the marble shade. And I'm just gonna put this like more on the inner part of the eye. So just going in. So you'll see like it kind of starts out being light. And then it goes into like three different kinds of colors. So the inner corner is lighter, then we go into the middle shade on the top, and now I'm just kind of using this to kind of like blend out the crease area. So like that. I'm just going to do some more on the other eye. This is just a marble shade, guys, and that's pretty much the whole eye. I'm gonna take my brush and just blend out and just make sure that I have no harsh edges. All right, so we are all done, and this is look 2 using the Toffee palette. So pretty, pretty, pretty. Love, love, love. All right, so we are about to get into the third look using the chocolate palette. And this initially I thought was gonna be my favorite, but then the toffee, oh my God. Ooh, that kind of blew me away. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with these 2 shades right here. This is gonna be my transition, and then this is going to be my crease color. So yes, I'm so excited. Going in with the last shade on the second row. And as per the usual, I always start out by just patting the color into the crease. There is like 2 more lighter shades in this palette. So you don't have to start out already going dark, but I feel like the shades just totally come out dark anyway. All right, so now that I have that nicely all over my transition, I'm just buffing the color out. And when I buff is when I literally just bring it up to the brows. That's what I'm doing by buffing her out. So that is nicely done. All right, so I went in with my second shade on this eye, and I am starting that on the other eye. And as you can see, I'm just starting in the crease area, building the shade up there, and then I'm going to bring it into the crease area. So just starting with not adding any more product, and then just gently bringing that in to the inner lid area. So trying to build it up all over the whole crease area, but concentrating most of the shade into the outer V area. Still only use 2 shades. 2 shades alone. That's it. All right, so I'm going in with the first shade on the middle row. I went in with my brush, but now I think I'm going to try, there we go, to use my fingers. And that's okay, it's a little bit messy, but I can definitely clean her up with the brush. And that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna go in with the middle shade on the top row. That's what I'm gonna put right next to that shade. Using my fingers, that's that color. It's like a, don't even know how to describe that. It's in the pinkish family. Mauve. That one isn't as, you know, as that other shade. So now I got it all the way over to the middle. You can kind of see the transition area. So I'm just going to work on melting those two together right there. It's going to be this shade in the outer. Oh my God, I couldn't wait to use it. Oh my God. So I'm just gonna turn the brush this way and then bring the color that way. Do y'all see that? You can't see it. I'm gonna use my finger and then try to put that on in the outer V. It's like, yes, yes. Oh yeah, it's giving me the depth and it just goes well with the shade that's in the middle. Yes, look at that. Oh, so pretty. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna show you the colors that I use. So in the inner corner, this color, the middle shade, and the outer V is that color. Right, so this is the finished look with the chocolate brown palette. Guys, this is hard. I loved all three palettes. I think all three palettes are, all three palettes are wearable. They perform very well. I did have a little bit of fallout, you know, when I was kind of putting on some of the shimmers on my lid. They blended out beautifully. I didn't have any problems with those palettes at all. I think, do you need all three? Yes, because they each give you a different kind of look. I thought this was gonna be my favorite, and it's probably like second. I don't know. This is like a fall palette. The toffee palette is one that I think you could wear, you know, all year round. The caramel palette is definitely like a spring summertime because of the oranges and the warm tones. And I mean, you could kind of transition that into the fall a little bit. This is totally a fall palette. So I think they each kind of fit into a different kind of category or whatever, but I love them. They performed well. I'm glad that I was able to pick them up. Let me know in the comments below, did you get any of the new Brown Obsession palettes? If so, which is your fave? I mean, I don't have a fave. I think they're like good palettes, depending on the season. I probably would gravitate more towards, you know, the toffee because it is a neutral palette. I think it has that deep brown and a couple other shades in it. So it's definitely something that you could wear daytime, all year round, but like that caramel and the chocolate, yes, top. So that's it, guys, for my 3 looks using the 3 Nude Obsessions, or oh my God, the Brown Obsessions palette. I hope you enjoyed the looks that I was able to create for you. And again, if you're not already subscribed, why not just go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss any of the uploads. Thanks, guys, for joining me today, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.